Well, I am live. I didn't know it was live. Well, I wake up every morning. Am I still live? That's what's nice about YouTube. It tells you you're live. If you have any questions about if you're live or not, well, just go live on YouTube and it'll tell you. One of these days I won't be live, I'm sure. But I love to help anybody that's out there. I haven't done videos in the morning when I go exercise. I started exercising after I had COVID for about 2 weeks, about 4 or 5 days ago. But it is cold and windy and all this kind of stuff. So it's not a good time to, uh, to do live videos when I'm out and watch. It's also dusted. There's nobody out there. It's amazing how quiet it is out there in the morning, on the mall. Everything. 1 or 2 days was a little bit busier. Like Martin Luther King Day was pretty busy out there. But I want to help you with 2022. A lot going on. I think there'll be a lot of new grants. Not through. I was just looking at today, right before I went live, on universal basic income. 32 programs already around the country offering universal basic income. That's guaranteed income, universal basic income, whatever you want to call it. And that's available. It's cities because a lot of this is financed by the mayors. The mayors are the people that are trying to get this going because they feel that's a lot more efficient way of helping poor people is by just giving them cash and let them decide how to spend it themselves. And so there's a lot of, places that are trying that. I just say Atlanta is just started doing it for just moms, single moms or single parents. Could be a guy too, or a grandparent or somebody taking care of somebody else. And then they just give them a check every month, whether it's $500, $1,000 or whatever, a basic income to pay what they think is best. They're the best. Once you get 500 people in a legislature trying to decide how you should live your life, man, that gets a little tough. Funny plants and coins. Is that your name, Furry? Furry. I've never seen furry coins. Actually, when they get in my pocket for a long time, all that dust that gets in the bottom of the pocket, maybe that's where I see fuzzy stuff on coins. Actually, I don't use coins much at all. I got some coins hanging around. I said, what am I going to do with this stuff? I guess put it in the tip jar at Starbucks. Oh, it's Tina. I haven't seen you for a while, Tina. So what are you doing with your life now, Tina? What are you up to? Tell me so I could tell you about the new stuff. That there always be new stuff and changing, and that's why one of my members today, what you really need to have is a single big directory of everything, so people could go in. We update it all the time. I said, that's going to be like a NASA budget, to do that. I can't imagine. And even if it is practical, man, I'm not the guy to organize something like that. I just want to get shit done and help people. It'll take 10 years to figure that out. And I'd rather be a do-it-yourself. I want to train people how to do this. See, I think you all don't need me. If you learn the system and learn how to do it. So I have reports, and this is what I'm really working on more than anything, is that we have one stop that where to go in your state for all the programs that will help you with specific problems. So like if it's real estate, okay, here's all the programs in your state that will help you with real estate. That's the thing where you have to go. They change too much to keep up on them. Well, my brother isn't doing well. A car I got last year is a lemon, pretty crappy. Well, there's a lot of lemon laws. Call your attorney general and see if you're covered by a lemon law. Okay. Well, at least my plants are doing good. Okay, Tina, call the lemon law at your attorney general's office. As you put it, find my attorney general. Just put that in Google, and you'll get the Association of Attorney Generals, and they'll look into it anyway. Don't worry. You want somebody to shake them pants up a little bit. If you got a bad car, okay, so call them, have them investigate. They'll do that for free. And then also, Tina, go to, these people should do it too. Consumer finance. Well, consumerfinance.gov and put in how to file a complaint there. Okay. I'm 64. Well, I'm 78. Man, you're a kid, Mrs. Happy Dog. I'd be robbing the cradle if we dated. Huh? My contract was rescinded. I provided positive COVID test. Well, I wonder what is that contract that we were working? I would see if that's legal because it may not be. And how do you find out about that? Well, there's a lot of ways. I mean, it's really what the legal laws are in your state, and that would be the State Department of Labor. But if you don't know where to go or how to go, call your elected official. Just go to common, common, okay, commoncause.org. Oh, that's not course. That's commoncause.org. Okay. And you'll get a listing. Yeah, as for find my elected representative, you'll put in your zip code and you find them all. Got it off Facebook Marketplace. They lied about condition. Okay, that's still good. No, you bought it. Doesn't matter. No. Somebody sold it to you on Facebook Marketplace. Fine. You go after the son of bitches. Even if you try to make them honest, yeah. And it costs you nothing. It costs you a stamp, and you're screwed already anyway. So you have nowhere to go but up, Tina. So I would try, please. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's a financial transaction, and someone's screwing you out of that. So I would try anyway. And they're the two places I would try: your attorney general. If you find the state they live in, that's where you should go for your attorney general, not your state, but the state that screwed you. That's what I would do. I mean, I had suppliers that would, not be giving money and everything. I'd write to the attorney general in their state, and they would send him a letter. And people get scared when the government says they did something wrong. I need help with buying a land. I've been renting out from my landlord because he's telling me he's selling the land. I literally homeless. Okay, it depends. I mean, there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts in there. Depends on where you live. I mean, what I would do if it's land you want, start with your county cooperative extension service. County cooperative extension service. Okay, they're the prime. And actually, if you want to start farming, you want to start making money off the land and things like that, there's a lot of great programs for new farmers, women farmers, veteran farmers. We need people to grow food, man. And you could be one of them. Yeah, we a Mad Hatter growing food. Sounds like that'd be your cup of tea. I need help with buying a hurricane. Okay, so that's where you want to go. Start there, and also go to HUD.gov and go for counselors. Look for counselors there. North Carolina. Okay, that's a good progressive state, sort of. And HUD.gov, look for the counselors, make an appointment with them. But if you put rural and in USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, rural development, I mean, they have a whole bunch of programs. That's just start. Then there's nonprofits and everything. If you remember, I'll send you a whole list I have, for housing with that. And there's a list I have for rural housing and stuff like that. So let me help you there if that makes sense. If it doesn't, you could start finding this yourself. That's okay. Can I get a grant to start an online business? Yes, you can start an online business, or you may not even need a grant. But okay, there are. I just did a video, and I have it on. Look at YouTube. 2-3 videos ago, I did a video on where to go to start any kind of business and how to get the free mentoring and money you need and everything. And it's a 2-part video. It's free, so you don't have to be a member. If you're a member, just ask me and I'll send you the whole thing. But I want to get that to everybody so they know. You see, the problem is people think they know how the government works. And I've been studying for 40 or 50 years. I still don't know how it works. but it certainly doesn't work like I thought it did when I started. So if you're starting, you think it works in a certain way. And unfortunately, I've been studying this stuff for 40, 50 years, and it just doesn't work that way. so, so it's hard to turn your head around a little bit. So that's why what I do is, man, I will send you some of mine. Oh, some of your what? Ooh, send me anything you got. some of your uh, some of your plants, furry coins. I love to know what you're doing, uh, Tina. So let me know. But okay, so where are we? Oh, starting, and these are mentors, and the government just put $100 million. Mad Hat. Oh, wonderful. Uh, the government just put $100 million to small business mentors. Okay, and they all get grants just to help you for free. That's where you want to start. You don't want to start looking for money. You're going to get pissed off and won't come easily and things like that. And you don't know the system yet. So what you have to really do is start with these free mentors who know all this shit, been doing it for years, like me or whatever, but they don't charge $20 like me. and they could probably give you more personal help because that's what they do. Okay, a grant to start as a model. Same thing, Preston. Look at a couple. Maybe I could find it easier on my other computer here, my channel. Okay, I did a video. Whoops, for profit grant deadline. No, there it is. Government rate. Are you? Okay, yes. Okay. If you're trying to get first business grant or your next business grant, okay, look at the YouTube video I did just about 4 or 5 videos ago. It's called If You're Trying to Get Your First Business Grant or Your Next Business Grant. I stole that headline from Sunday. Oh, economic development. Yes, yes. Now, economic development, a good place to get a list if you're a non-member is to go to www.eda.gov, economicdevelopmentassociation.gov. And you put in your state and they'll all be there. Logan, VOH, don't know what that is. I will have to post on the group on Facebook my plans. Oh, nice. A grant to start a small. Yeah, Tina, what I'm trying to do too on the group is get people to help each other more. If you have any ways that we could encourage people, I'm thinking about maybe, hey, why don't maybe we give them free coffee mugs, a certain number of people, maybe 10 coffee mugs a week to people who help each other there. And the mug will say like, let me get you one I have here. Here's one. See, this says my favorite bureaucrat award. That members can nominate government officials that help them, and we send them one of these for free. I'll send them to you in your name. But I'm thinking if we get something like this for individuals, like let's see. I'm an American giver. How's that? Some people who give and help people or whatever and encourage people to do that. We just announced our grant winners. There's 50 of them that we gave money to, $1,000 or $500. And a number of them are people that are using the money to give to somebody else. I need car repair tires in Oregon, or the free, where are the free mentors? I go for Muhammad. Okay, cars. If you start going through 211 and findhelp.org, 211.org, findhelp.org, and look at transportation and call everybody in that list and see what's locally. We have a list, if you remember, for a national list. If you want to help with that, we could help you. But I'm thinking that to see if we maybe give Let's Go Help members a mug like this for free if they help other members, like we could give 10 a week, 20 a week. I don't know, depends on what it is. And say, I'm an American giver, and let's go help.com. That you're helping other people. Because I think the key to all of this is not me. There's only so much I could learn or whatever, and the other people that help me, but it's you. It's people like Tina out there. Stuff. You could help people with other things like that, Tina. But it takes some energy. Les, you have tried community action. Yes, the community action agencies, they're all over. There's an association I use, the association of them. If you say, find my community action agency, then there's a big, you put in your zip code and you find a logo, because they're really by county. Every county has a community action agency. And you're right, Tina, they're great places to start with. Because they usually know all the basic programs and they give one-on-one help. So they're really good. And there's a number of people like that. In other words, like anything to do with jobs and training and getting help and financing so you could get a job and all that kind of stuff. It is your career one-stop centers. They give one-on-one help like that too. If you're a senior, or your area office on aging gives one-on-one help like that too. If you have credit problems or debt problems, or you have trouble buying a house, there's one-on-one help also from HUD.com, and their counselors all get paid to do that. Yeah, Community Action Agency may help you, Elaine. Yeah, you're right, Tina. I need help with it all. Oh, that's I haven't filed taxes for 20 years. I had them taken out, but oh, you got a lot of money, I bet, Elaine. I don't know. First of all, I'm 66 with horrible cancer. Okay, Elaine, what I would do is start with your Elder Care, ELDERCARE locator. Google that, and it has to probably, let me Google it and see what I get. Elder Care locator. See, there's a lot of other stuff. Okay, here it is. Here's the ELDER, because people will be trying to sell you something if you don't know it well enough. You always want to do .gov or .org. Okay, that's it. Go to that website, Elder Care. No, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. ELDERCARE.acl.gov. Okay, that's the website. Go there and find your local area office on aging, and you call them. Okay, tell I'm how old did you say you were? 26, 27, I don't know, 50, 60 something, and say, I have all these problems, and that's a pain in the ass. I'm screwed. Okay, and get somebody to help. You got to get one-on-one help. Talk to people. People say, oh, I don't know what to say. You don't have to know what to say. You be human. Be kind. And just say you need help. That's all. The other one you should do, someone who needs all that help with senior stuff, is HUD.gov, and look for counselors. Okay, and you'll see a big map of the United States and find counselors in your neighborhood. You call it 7 or 8. So you never rely on one only. You call others and try it out. Okay, and get them. Mad Hatter, what's that you doing with the eye? I don't know. Are you crying, or is that laughing? Or it's so hard. I don't know what all the emojis mean. I'm a member, but I like this. How can I get down payment money for property in Los Angeles? Well, I'll show you. You started a discussion in Let's Go Help. And just say that. That's what Let's Go Help is. I answered your one-on-one, and I answer every one of those on Facebook. I try to get them on Let's Go Help too. I don't get them all. And then other people help you. So start a discussion on Let's Go Help too, or on Let's Go Help, or better start Let's Go Help, because I get all those. And I'll show you where to start that. Rural girl, I need money for a moving van. I've been paying storage fees for 2 years. Oh, my shit. Okay, first of all, money together. One chunk in order to rent a truck. Oh, huh. Well, that's yeah, you got to get out of storage. The moving costs. What emergency rent assistance? I don't know if you're a member or not, but if you're not, you want to look for EMERGENCY. Oh God, you gotta know how to spell They keep changing how to spell words. You notice that as you get older? EMERG. Okay, measure rent assistance. One of the best places to find out where locally to apply is go to consumerfinance.gov. Consumerfinance.gov, put emergency rent assistance, then you'll see a description of the program and then where to contact locally. Because if you have trouble moving and even storage and all that kind, it's in there. Now, whether you can get it where you live or not, it depends, but you got to follow up and beat on the people to see if you can. Okay, if that doesn't work, then maybe you need $500 or something to do that. Then what you want to do is go to 211.org and find help.org. And what you want to do, you're looking for financial assistance. And because there's emergency money that this could be part of. And it's all about making a couple dozen phone calls. And that's what it is. I think that a lot of people were not accustomed to doing that. We want to go on the internet and just do something magic and get something magic. And it's not going to happen that way. I mean, it may, and you may get lucky, and there are the stories you hear. Somebody who just made one phone call and got the money. But no, you're going to have to work at it. Hello, love your videos. Thanks for all you do. The Chosen Ninja. Green Destiny. I have a good, decent credit, but I have lots of bills and no credit cards. Well, we'll get with a free financial counselor. If you have a lot of bills and don't know, and you get them free at HUD.gov, and look for counselors, and make an appointment with 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as till you get the right answer, and talk to them. It's going to be free, and it's got to do something better than what you're doing now. You're going to learn more. You don't learn by looking for the magic answer, because the magic answer is what you think the answer is in your head, and it's not that. World is too complicated and changes every second. So you can't do that. You got to go out and get new input. Karen, small business startup mentor in Miami, Florida. Okay. I just told you, maybe you weren't here. That's okay if you're late. You only get 3 tardies. If you're watching me on Facebook, you only get 3 tardies. So 3. And then I'm sorry, you have to go to the principal's office after that. I'm sorry, we only allow 3 tardies. So if this is 1, that means you only have to, I'm such an asshole, aren't I? Let's say YouTube. Okay. A couple, I think 5 YouTubes ago. Okay. If you want to start a business, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 YouTubes ago. It's a video. It's flashing part 1 of 2, and it says, if you're trying to get your first grant or your second grant for business, okay, are you trying to get your first business grant or your second business grant? Watch that video if you want to start a business. Watch that video if you want to grow a business. That shows you how much is the membership, $20 a month. And after a member guarantee grant would change my life, I'd even buy you a thank you gift. Well, I can't promise anything, but what we do is give out $30,000 worth of grants every month now. We've been doing this about 6-7 months. We're still giving $30,000. The deadline application is, what is it? February 4th. Valentine's Day, okay? That's not Valentine's Day, but it's close. Valentine's Day is a special day for me. I just did a video I put up about your utility bill, okay? Blue Blood Red, okay? A video just went up, and there's links in there, okay? The new $4,000 Biden grants to pay heating bills and all the kind of utility bills. Okay, follow that video that I just sent, and all the links are in the description. Now, I cut off the discussion because too many scams that use the people in our discussions, and they pretend they're me. They they steal my image, or I don't know what the hell they're charging you $500, $2,000, and all that kind of stuff, and it's terrible. And so I just cut it off. But then I don't get that feedback. I love hearing from people, because if I don't know what your problem is, I can't solve it. And believe me, you give me the biggest thrill of your life, of my life, by telling you the problem and letting me try to solve it, because that's what I'm here to do. And there's nothing else I'd rather do for the rest of my life than, if I could help you in some way solve a financial problem. You give me such a gift in doing that. Now, because I have limited time and stuff like that, it's hard to do it for every single person, because we all have problems. But I want to do as much as I possibly can for the rest of my life. And people seem to be responsive that I can. If this doesn't work for people anymore, I'll have to get smarter and try to think of somewhere else, some way else to contribute and help other people. And that's why, if anybody has an idea about how you could be an American giver, that people who are members of Let's Go Help. I mean, maybe we give awards as being an American giver. I don't know what else. Maybe there's another word. I'm looking for catchphrases. That thing. I mean, like me, the whole thing of marketing is really the headlines. Man, it is. Because there's so much media in our country, it's hard to get people's attention. And I noticed that when I started dressing goofy, and this is something I always wanted to do. And then I found out, hey, I could get on more TV shows if I did this. So, I didn't know that. My parents did not admit I was their child for the first 10 years on TV, because I acted like a crazy fool. But acting like a crazy fool got me free TV time. I didn't have to buy advertising. They just get the guy in the question mark suit, and I get $100,000 worth of free advertising because I look like an asshole. That's fine. Educate. I need some grants to repair things in my home. They are falling. A new roof installed and some remodeling inside. Okay, a good place to start like that, Douglas, is 2 videos. Last video before this one, there's a video I did called $4,000 BIDIC grants. That's a good place to start. Okay. On getting grants to fix up your home. Because one of them, I say, there is weatherization grants. They'll come out and spend like $5,000, $6,000 to make your house more weatherizable. But all those things, if you follow up on the sources there, they will also help you show other things that are not in that. See, there's more than one thing. Like money to fix up a home. I mean, there's 5, 6 programs in that video. And I'll give you the links to all of those. But there's a dozen or so more where you live anyway, in addition to that. And that's what we're not programmed, we're not trained to do that. We're trained to spend money. We're trained to go on Google and find something. And everybody on Google will want money from you, because they have to pay Google to be there to find you. Grants to start a new business in California. Okay. 6 videos ago, I did a video that says, oh, whoops. Where is it? Oh, come on. Oh, nope. Yeah, I just did a YouTube video that covers all that, and all the links to give you the starting places are all in the description. So if you want to start a business, the title of this, it's an 18-minute video. You have to watch the whole thing. The title is, if you're trying to get your first business grant or your next business grant, watch these videos. Can I get a stimulated back from my husband, soon to be ex, taking it without my knowledge? Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I'd fight that sucker. Yes. So he took your stimulus check. Yeah, I mean, there must be something. What to do? I mean, I don't know what it'd be, but I would call your elected official. Yeah, your ex screwed you over. Yeah. And it's government money they screwed with. So they have to call the IRS to see what the options are to get the legal help. Because, if he did that and that's completely wrong, you don't have to do anything, because the government will chase his ass down. And you can be the good guy and not say anything. Can I apply for a business grant if I don't have a business register? Sure. I need money to register my amazing business. Okay, go to that video. Don't do anything about looking. Don't spend money looking for a grant. Don't spend money looking time looking for a grant. First, get help with starting a business, because if you start starting money for a grant, you'll start working on the wrong problems first, and it'll be difficult, and you'll give up. And you don't want to do that. So I show you how to get mentors for free that take you step by step at anything to start a business. So don't just go looking for money, but that's hard. And these people are better. So you go to that video that says, are you trying to get your first business grant or your second business grant? And that's where you want to start. Okay. I have all the links in those videos. You don't have to give me a nickel to start this. And by tomorrow, you'll be on your way. Okay. And you make an appointment with the people. It means doing this stuff. This is the key to your success in doing anything now. It's not the internet. The internet is too screwed up. And it's just a place to get money from you. If you really want help, you got to use this guy. It's going to be hard, difficult. You're not used to it. That's fine. You'll get used to it. I mean, most of us go around in circles on Google for 10 days and get nothing, right? So that's easy. So make a dozen calls or so, at least get something. Yeah. What about personal grants to pay off credit cards? Maybe, maybe not. But the first thing you want to do with that is have somebody who knows that system to take a look at it for you for free. Get a free financial counselor to go over the whole thing, and don't hire one of these people who are going to fix your credit score. They're terrible. I just did a video that shows how bad these people are. No, you don't want to do that, because they're going to take money from you, and it'll make your thing worse. You want to go to HUD.gov and look for counseling. They have free financial counselors. They're the people you want to talk with. The credit repair people, if they're trying to fix there's a big report that just came out a couple of days ago that says the credit, Equifax and all those big credit people just ignore credit repair people. They don't fix anything of their shit. They're terrible people, and they get sued by the government all the time for ripping off people. And it'll cost you $1,000, and you'll be worse off than the beginning, because the credit repair folks. I mean, the people who keep the credit first don't answer their calls. So the people you give money to will waltz you around. Send me the link. Send me the link to what Shar Lyons. I'm not sure what. But in the video, is not on this one. I don't have any links yet, because I'm not even sure what the hell to put in there. Lucas, you're so nice to say that. That's what. See, I mean, when people say that to you, I have to do this for the rest of my life. I mean, why else are we here? And just to help somebody else. Maybe it's my age, or I don't know what that. I mean, I certainly didn't think this at 30. I was looking at all kinds of different stuff. What about personal grants and paid credit? Okay, we talked about awesome information. Thank you, Char. What about grants for house repairs? Yes. Okay, I just did. A good place to start is the video right before the one here. The one you're watching now, there's another video probably on the left. I just finished, and I put up a little while ago, and there's 220 or 30 views already. And that talks about some of the programs for home repair. So if you contact the ones in the description, and then follow them up. When you contact them, then say, hey, where else? If they can't help you, you want to know where else. That's what it is. You send me the links, please. Shelly, I don't know what links you're after. I can't. If you're a member, yes. A member, if you join Let's Go Help, it's $20. letsgohelp.com or letsgohelp2.co. And that's if you don't want to use Facebook. But see, if you join either one, you'll be able to use both. One you pay one price, $20, and you use both. But some Facebook's getting to be a pain in the ass. A lot of people don't even want to use it. So we have this other place. So and you could do it both there. The other thing we have, if you don't want to join, you don't want to get caught up in any subscription or whatever, and you're paranoid about that, then Let's Go Reports. Reports.com, and that's where for $5.95 we give you a state list of all the programs in your state. So we'll show you whether it's housing. Want to start a cleaning business, possible to get a grant in Nevada. Yes, I mentioned earlier what you want to do. You don't start looking for grants. You start looking for help. And that's what you do, because you're going to waste too much time looking for grants and get nothing if you don't understand the system first. So what you do is, about 7 videos ago, I have a video that's called, if you're trying to get your first business grant or your next business grant, watch this first. That's free. There's links in there, and it shows you how to get this free one-on-one help to get you started on your business. Trying to find a grant to start a business is the wrong place to start. It doesn't sound logical to you, but after studying this for 40 or 50 years, yes, I think that is a bad thing to do, because you're just going to waste too much time until you get it, and there's too many other things you have to consider first. And they're not technical or whatever. It's just understanding the system about money and grants and whatever. Otherwise, you're going to just get caught up with people who want to get money from you. Money to trade in stock market to pay my private student loan. Well, they're two different things. There may be money to pay student loans. There's only money to trade in the stock market is to get investors and partners and things like that. And there's ways to do that. But the government doesn't give you money to gamble, if that's what you mean, unless it's like money to do anything, like a stimulus check. Private student loans, yes, you should have them reviewed. There's if you're a member, just ask us. I'll give you a report on how to follow up on all that to make sure you got all the programs. Anybody who calls you, anybody who emails you, anybody who texts you with helping your student loan, and ignore it. Please don't talk to anybody. If you're Googling student loan help, all those people are just going to get money from you. And don't do anything. You want to go to the people that, if you bought student loans, you want to know your options for student loans. A good way to do that is by going consumerfinance.gov, and put student loan forgiveness, okay? And they will show you all the options you have there. And actually, Biden just forgave a whole bunch more, and actually another bunch. Just tens or hundreds of thousands of people are getting their student loans forgiven. It seems like every couple of months. Money to trade the stock market. The video that you said to watch if I wanted to start a business. Yes, Shelley, that's called if you are trying to get your first grant, if you are trying to get your first business grant or your next business grant, watch this video. That's me. If you are trying to get your first business grant or your second business grant, there are 2 videos in there. They're about 20 minutes, and they take you step by step on how to start getting money and help for any kind of business. Identity theft, I need help. Okay, a bunch of places to start. I would start with your state attorney general's office. They should have something all set up for you. If you don't know how to find you just put find state. Okay, and find state attorney general and contact their office. What you should do. That's what I need to watch too. Okay, Crystal, good. Yes. And that's important to do. Okay. What else we got? I need help to watch too. Find state attorney general. Student loans. I had place call me. They said they could loan by lying. I'm a student when I'm not. Yeah, they get a loan by lying. Yeah, I don't, dude. Yeah, people are, if they're calling you, they're going to get money from you, because they have to pay for all that stuff. Just hang up on them. They're not a legit thing. you're going to get screwed in the end anyway. You think maybe for a couple of weeks it'll feel good, but then after that, it's over. I don't have credit or debt card, and no bank account. I'd like to be a member, so I can keep my kids with a place to live with a grant soon. Oh, wow! You don't have even a. How about PayPal? You should set up a PayPal account. Mad, can you do that, Mad Hatter? Uh, Let me send you some things, Mad. Uh, Now, somebody uses my. If you want to get a hold of me, it's Let's Go. Let's Go freeradio@gmail.com. And there's people impersonate me and they say, Let's Go Grant Radio or something like that. All kinds of bullshit. It's not me. Anybody ask you for more than $20? That's not me. Finally caught up with you live. Yes, Jane. Yes. Yes, Jane. Rude dude. I'd like to get a hold of you as well. Well, that's it. If you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me again. I mean, it's hard. I have to. I'm a senior on fixed income. So am I. And I have to pay, help paying customers first because that pays my bills and mortgage and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have good credit or a consignor or any money for a home loan, a grant to get actual home, Crystal, there's no, you could say yes or no to all those things. You don't know. There's too many programs to be definitive about anything. What you have to do is start researching. You do that by getting on the phone and talking to as many people as you can who would know. And the people who know are not the people who are selling you stuff. So if you start talking to real estate agents, they don't cover all this stuff because they don't make any money on government programs. So you can't. They're nonprofit organizations that help you with that. And that's where you have to start. You want to start with HUD.gov and find the counselors. These are free counselors for any kind of housing. So make an appointment. They're all over every county or whatever. Make an appointment. Talk to them about, hey, I want to buy a house, and what do I need to do that? And that's all right. I got the 15,000 invest and 10,000 EDL. What would I apply for next? Well, you could probably get a loan from the EDIL. You can't apply for that anymore. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of programs but it's going to be local. There are other federal programs, even at the SBA. You want to travel overseas to get customers, there's grant programs for that. You want to pay, you want to have the government pay part of your employees, there's grants for that. You have to go and research and see the options and see what's right for you. Thank you for all you're doing. I say you helped me so much. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you. Holly Stewart. Hi, everyone. Our state took our relief money and redirected our internet, so I don't even file a complaint. It's crazy here. Okay, if somebody's doing something like that in your state, you have to contact your elected official and start bitching and call all of your elected officials. You can't just make one phone call elected official and expect them to call you back. You think they really will? Well, maybe, but probably not. So you have to call a dozen and hope and keep notes. So you get that list, you go to commoncause.org, get the whole list of people there, and you just call them and you write notes on what they're calling you back or not or whatever. So when they call back, you remember what the hell they said. Reside my home, carpet replacement, upgrade window. Yes, I mean, look at the video I just did that has part of it is weatherization, which fix up new windows and stuff like that. And that is a good place to find other programs with. So I just did a video before this. The title is New $4,000 Biden Grants to Pay Heating Bills, Stop Shutdowns, and Weatherization, Fixing Up Your Home. Start with those. If you're a member, I'll send you a whole report on getting grants to fix up a home. I need money to start my online certified personal training business. Okay? No, you don't. You probably don't. You think you do, but no, you want to get first is you go watch the video I did called If You Are Trying to Get Your First Business Grant or Your Second Business Grant. That's the video you want. It's about 6 videos ago I did on YouTube. So watch that. I live in California. I also need newer windows and insulation for my home. Okay. That's WAP program, weatherized assistance program, weatherization assistance program. Watch that video, which is right before this video, tells you about that program. Now that's just a start. See, every program you have is just a start. There are dozens and dozens of similar programs that may be able to use, but you have to research them. It's all about research. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a DIY thing. If I had to do all the research for everybody, I'd have to charge thousands of dollars. And I used to do that for rich people. But you don't have that money, and I don't want to work for rich people. So I'm trying to figure out how can I, get you this information. And I think the best way, because it costs too much for me to do it all for you, I have to train you how to do it and show you or whatever, step by step. I am contacting local, like the city council, economic development. Yes, I don't know the right way, but you have to start talking. And when you do that, there's only 2 things you want to know. Ask, can you help me? Yes or no? And they say no. Well, then who else can? Who else do you think that can? That's all you have to do. Sarah, thank you. I will right now. Okay. Gallagher, Jude. Yes, I saw the new vid. Thank you. Okay. You're an amazing help and extremely stylish. Stylish. People call me something else, sort of like a clown. I'm an expert living in the Philippines. Oh, neat. Yeah, I've been there before. I was just talking to somebody in the Philippines years ago. I was in the Navy. There was we were parked in the Subic Bay, or no, the Philippines Bay, whatever they call it. And there was a boat that crashed into another ship, a tanker, and it was a ferry with thousands of people on it. And we were dragging bodies out of the water that whole night there. It's one of those stories that I remember for the rest of your life. I would like money to help pay for car insurance. Okay. Some places do, some maybe don't. There's emergency money too, because you need that to go to work and stuff like that. So you may be able to get emergency money. You could start with 211 and find help like that too, or findhelp.org, 211.org and findhelp.org. Let's see, Mr. J, if you know the name of the program, look it up in Google. There's probably info on. I'm not sure what program Mr. J is talking about. It's Mo losing. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I did. They didn't respond. I did. They didn't. You just. I mean, I'm not sure who you called and didn't respond. Agencies all locked, are blocked. I'm not the only state. Alabama sold their money and tried to call the Treasury. They blocked it. I'm not sure what you mean, Holly, but start calling every elected official. Okay. That's what you want to do, because you just can't call 1 or 2. You call them all. I mean, you probably have a dozen or so when you go to that list on commoncause.org. Okay. And that's what you want to tell them. Thank you for helping me get out. I'm still don't like the phone. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't either. But it's a tool. I mean, you don't like the drive, but you want to get somewhere, you got to learn how to drive. You don't like the internet, but you got to get somewhere. That's where it all is. Yeah. So you got to learn the tools. You don't have to. You're probably going to live. Dee Dee, where the hell you been? What is the best business to get into? One that you get the fastest income from. That's why I think if you're looking for income money from a business, start by using one of the gig economy stuff. Look for how to make money at home without starting a business. This is you don't need to know anything about business to have this kind of business. And if you go to gig.indeed.com, you could start doing it tomorrow and make an income at home. It's the easiest way to have a business without having a business. None of the hassle shit. What is the best business to get into? Actually, I just did a video on some states are training you for free how to get into the marijuana business. Right. That's right. The state government is paying you to learn how to get in the marijuana business. I need help grants for mortgage in Georgia. And they're supposed to be doing the test in Georgia, and they're not opening up the funds to the public yet. I know that's terrible. Okay, there's two things you do, Burton. Make sure that you contact just JUST, JUST, SHELTER.org, justshelter.org. They have on their website free legal help in every state. Is Tina, you're another Tina, right? Tina, I need help getting a grant and contract to get my books into federal program. Sounds like good work, Tina. The books are faith-based, overcoming essential abuse books of all ages. Thank you so much. Okay, Tina, yeah, I could help you. If let me finish the just shelter, yeah, for mortgage. Okay, now they will know more about the mortgage program. The mortgage money is still sitting there, as you know, but you want to know that you're not going to be evicted or whatever. So that's what they'll help you with that. And then what you want to do is go to 211 and just shelter and call all the other offices that may have mortgage money, so you don't have to wait for the federal, because they're probably local, county, and city programs there, but that's going to take research on your part. Okay, Tina, for your help with your project on the books, look at the video I just finished. It's called, it's 1, 2, 3, it's 6 videos ago on YouTube, and it's called, Are You Trying to Get your First Business Grant or Your Second Business Grant? That tells you how to find the free consultants that will help you with your project and take you step by step through it. Okay, find money and everything. So that's where you want to start. You don't want to start looking for money. You want to start looking for help. That's the biggest problem people have. Oh, I need money to solve a problem. Sure, but you need help first. Yeah. One thing, this internet stuff especially fail. You wouldn't believe how much information and money they steal when. Yeah, Holly, I mean, that's true. I don't cover up. Not, absolutely. I'm sure it happened before the internet too. That's living with humans. Maybe the internet made it a little easier. I don't know. But if your problem in life is trying to fix that, then that's one thing. If your problem in life is trying to survive and get money, then you really have to ignore that shit and see where the hell the help really is. Yeah. And trial and error doing that. Any grants for churches? Yes, you're a nonprofit. Actually, a lot of the new money, there used to never be money for churches because separation of church and state, but now there isn't because of the pandemic. So what do you want to do? All the places that help for business are really help for churches because it's organizations that create jobs. So you want to use that video. Go to that video that I did one day ago, and it's called, If You Are Trying to Get Your First Business Grant or Your Next Business Grant. You want to go and get those videos and watch them, okay? I started my business before the stroke, ready to get back on it. Good. Same thing. Go there. You don't need Dunn's. I mean, I think, Dunn's number, LLC, that you may or may not, but it's not a critical part of your success of a business. The critical part of your success of a business is a customer. Everything else to me is bullshit. Because you get everything you want, you still don't have a customer, you're not out of business. So I wouldn't worry about anything except getting a customer. And then if somebody says, hey, you need this to get a customer, okay, but don't do that. Don't get a customer first. Just worry about that. I started so many businesses with nothing. It takes it. If you think you need the government, it's going to take them 3 years to find you anyway. And by that time, they find you and you're not doing it legally, then you'll pay a fine of $50 or whatever. But you'll probably be out of business anyway, so it won't matter. I need money to open up a full spa with hair and nail and salon included. Well, you got to think that through a little more if you have no money, because that will be a big lift and it's not impossible. So that's why you want to go to that video I have. If you are trying to get your first business grant or your next business grant, you watch this video. And that's what you want, because that's where you find free help to help you think through the whole problem. You don't want, because getting money is sort of, I want to be a business. Well, no, I mean, there's stuff you have to worry about. And you don't know because you didn't do it before. So these people sit down with you and hold your hand and put it through. Man, I appreciate you since the real paperback books. The question, yeah. Here's one I bet you don't get much. Any grants to aid in getting set up for a CCTV system, closed circuit TV video system? Property crime is getting out of control here in Washington State. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's sure. Actually, a lot of police departments are giving grants for that too, because you're right, it helps solve crimes. So that's a very probability thing. Auto repair, yes. I have a report, if you remember, on autos, buying cars and fixing up cars and stuff like that. The easiest side hustle to is a gig economy job. We have a report that has about 100 of those in, if you remember. Otherwise, you just look at gig.indeed.com is a good place to start looking for them. Can I help anyone with graphic design, web development? Big Dog, Austin reseller. I want to develop an application that helps keep children safe. It's been done before. I need funds. Well, that sounds like a good crowdfunding campaign, Stacy. But what you should do is go to that website to get the free help for starting any kind of business. And I did a day ago, and it's called If You Are Trying to Get Your First Business Grant or Your Second Business Grant. Okay. And that's where you want to read that, watch that video, and take it from there. Okay, guys, I'm running out of gas here. I got a lot of stuff to do before I hit the rack. Okay. And there's that lady coming home. I see her coming home. So she's going to kick me off soon. I hope all is well. Do you know if grants are blackmail, residents? Doesn't matter. See, all those qualifications, there may be, but don't look at that. Just look for grants to do something. And if they're special for your category, fine. It's like me looking for grants for seniors. Maybe not be bad, but that's limiting yourself so much when there's 1,000 for anybody and 2 for seniors. Yeah. Where do I start crowdfunding? Yes. New York grants. God bless you. Thanks, Dee Dee. Nice to see you again. Tina, you're going to email me, or there's somebody else that was going to help who has children and doesn't have a checking account. You got to figure that out. Okay. Email me. Okay. Take care. Thank you. Bye.